Hi guys, we are here at the Martin Guitar Museum and I am on a quest. These guys are going to help me find the most influential guitar in Martin guitar history. So we're going to start with Jason here. Jason, you are the curator of this museum. What do you think is the most important guitar for Martin guitars in its history?
I mean, it's a tough decision, but I have to think the size 1 Madame De Goni.
Madame
I mean,
De
this
Goni.
is the earliest known X-brace guitar. I mean, obviously, we use X-bracing. Been using it since 1843. And pretty much everybody else that builds a flat top acoustic guitar like we do uses some form of X-bracing. So I'm gonna take this out so we can have a look at it.
So until then, for people that don't know, all the bracing was what they called ladder braces or just straight across for most guitar building, including steel guitar strings. But Martin, knowing that they were going to use steel strings, started to build up towards something that transferred completely different, right?
Exactly, and I mean, the idea originally comes from fan bracing, because when C.F. Martin Sr. got into building more Spanish style guitars, he was using fan bracing. But if you look at the majority of the guitars in our museum, they use pin bridges. So, I mean, he was still using those with fan bracing, and every once in a while you see a guitar where he'd drill a pinhole and hit a brace. And then he'd be like, great, you know, do I keep it, do I fix it? So
that could be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, because, you know, I mean, you know how guitar players are, acoustic guitar players, they're always looking inside, is there any glue in there, anything like that? They want it to be clean. So we see in the late 1830s he's experimenting with these different patterns where he's blending X-bracing with fan bracing, and then eventually he builds this guitar, braces it exactly like that top there.
Wow.
And I mean, from what we know about C.F. Martin Sr., he was pretty much a perfectionist. If it was something that he didn't like, he wouldn't keep using it. And from this point forward, the majority of Martin's guitars were X-braced.
That is so cool.
We still do it today because, I mean, it provides the perfect strength to weight ratio for steel strings.
So what is this particular guitar here? So it is an X-brace guitar.
Yes.
Size 1?
This is size 1.
Okay.
So really you can consider this Martin's first signature model. Madame De Goni, she was a famous Spanish guitarist. And in 1843, she spent some time at the Martin family home in Cherry Hill, PA, which is about a quarter-mile from where we're at now in Nazareth. And being a Spanish guitarist, she really clung to her Spanish-built guitars, which obviously C.F. Martin Sr., being a guitar builder, didn't like. So according to his granddaughter, yeah, I mean, if you're a guitar builder and somebody, you know, you're staying in, you know, somebody's staying in your house and they won't play your guitar, I mean, obviously you're not gonna like that.
Yeah.
So according to the story by C.F. Martin Sr.'s granddaughter, he snuck away with her guitar and took the dimensions from it and built this guitar the exact same dimensions, but instead of fan bracing, he used X bracing.
Wow. And what was the result? Did she love it?
Yeah, she played Martins for the rest of her career, endorsed them, and obviously, you know, I think part of the reason why we are the company we are today is because of X bracing. It really revolutionized what an acoustic guitar could be, and this is really what a lot of people consider the first truly American guitar.
Super cool guitar. Glad to see it. So what was the year on this one again?
1843.
1843. So lightweight.
Yeah. Keep going, don't worry.
I hear that sound.
John, break the most important guitar.
It's got a lot of fight here. All right, so Mike, it is your turn now. You have brought to us another amazing piece here. Tell us what you got.
Sure, so in the evolution of guitars, I think for me personally, just the Martin Dreadnought is kind of the iconic shape. And here we have one of the first, certainly the first year we were making the Dreadnought in a 12-fret form. And ironically, this was made for a customer out of New York, Oliver Ditson. So it wasn't actually in the Martin lineup until several years later. But here we have you know, all the iconic themes that you would expect to see in a Martin Dreadnought: spruce top, mahogany back and sides, straight line bridge, and a neat little feature here. We were talking about X bracing a little bit earlier, but this actually features fan bracing. So a little bit, you know, fluid in terms of evolution, but yeah, it's got most of the iconic features that you would see later in Dreadnoughts.
So this guitar really is the predecessor to the D18, quite a bit ahead of its time.
Yes, about 15 years.
15 years, that is so crazy. So again, you're seeing white binding, which again, the D18 later went to tortoise and then to black. This is white bound, 12 frets to body. In between, they had the D1 and the D2, but this is even before that.
Yes,
So
yep,
this
absolutely.
is the beginning of Dreadnought.
Yes.
That is so cool. There's still a lot of sustain. All right, now it's Joey's turn. Joey, what have you selected in here?
This is a 1934 D42 Tex Fletcher. It's not necessarily anything to me about this actual instrument other than it's the earliest example of a 14 fret square shoulder dread. And what really kind of tugs at my heartstrings is that if you think of most acoustic guitar images from other acoustic guitar brands, marketing materials, a movie set, whatever it is, this is the silhouette and scale that most people associate with the acoustic guitar. And that's, so I look at it as our DNA, Martin's DNA, is all over the entire acoustic Martin and people's perceptions of what an acoustic guitar is.
That is so cool. So, Jason, tell us about this particular one. You don't have to go anywhere, Joey. You can stay here. So we got these repaired cracks that I see that has happened throughout here. Like every old guitar, horrible things have been done to its past.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody that knows my guitar knows I've got horrible things that have been done to mine. They all get something weird. This is very interesting, though. It's got the color so that you guys know this is darkened because of a finish add-on, I assume.
Yeah,
Yellow
just the way
differently?
that the UV exposure changed the color of the main section of the top differently than, you know, those pieces that were added. And it's just one of those weird things. Must have been some pretty serious cracks here, but
So what makes this one special here, this particular one, first of all, it's wrong.
yeah. So as you can see, Tex Fletcher played left-handed. I mean, this guitar is strung right-handed, but he played left-handed.
And that was originally done that way.
Yeah, it was the Factor did it that way. They did the inlay for him, the pick guard. And so this guitar originally was meant to be a D45. So Jackie Kidmore had ordered a D45, and Martin started building this, and they were like, wait, we wanted a 12 fret guitar, not the 14 fret. And Martin was like, oh, okay. So they like put this off to the side, built the 12 fret for Jackie Kidmore. They get a call from Tex Fletcher, and he's like, hey, I want something, you know, like the D45, but not quite that fancy. And they're like, we have the thing for you.
So what you're telling me is, even in 34, there were traditionalists that hated the new technology. Like, you know, like nowadays the guitar nerds are like, it's so traditional, we can't do it any way different than that. But this guitar is only like 3 years into its infancy, right? The Dreadnought in general?
Yeah, I mean, because Martin Dreadnoughts, you know, 1931, they make their debut. Martin builds the first D45 in 1933 for Gene Autry. So this is a year later.
And he's like, no, we're not changing that.
Jackie Kidmore wanted the body like Gene Autry's. He wanted that big 12 fret.
I got you.
You know, his name
Makes
on the
sense.
fingerboard too. And
I'm with you now.
but yeah, so luckily for Martin, they held on to this, and Tex Fletcher ordered it, and you know, this is the only pre-war D42 ever built.
That is so cool.
So what you're saying is we've been pack rats at least
Exactly.
since 1934.
Yep.
That's super cool. So this is It's kind of D41, D45, it's 28, it's all the above. It's got even the 45 backstrip.
Yeah. I mean, so it's really, I mean, if you flip it over, a D42 will have this, but that's really, you know, D42 or 42 style top inlay with the fingerboard extension, because a 40 wouldn't have that, a 41 wouldn't have that.
So was Martin doing a lot of the name stuff? I mean, you had Gene Autry. Who was the first one that had a fretboard name? Do you know?
May Singy Breen. She was a ukulele player in the 1920s. She might have been the first that Martin did. They put ukulele lady on the fingerboard for her.
Really?
Yeah.
Ukulele lady.
Yep.
I love it. Pickguard up here, just to do it. No. So there we have it. 3 of the most influential guitars in the Martin Museum. I'm glad all 3 of you guys came up with great ideas. I don't know where he's getting all his knowledge from. I think he's making half of it up, but that's cool too. Here's what I want to know. I want to know what you guys think is the most iconic / influential guitar that you know of in the Martin Museum. If you guys got an idea, these are the 3. I want you to vote on this. Which one is the most influential guitar in Martin's history?